Happy New Year everyone! Come and make some sugar cookies with me. I'm going to start by making the cookie dough. I measure out my butter and sugar and mix them together until incorporated. In a small bowl, I beat an egg and vanilla extract and then mix it in with the butter and the sugar. In a separate bowl, combine baking powder, plain flour and salt. I'm going to add the dry mixture to the wet mixture a little at a time until it's all combined. I'm tipping the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and kneading it until all the little bits come together. I'm just putting the dough into a food bag and popping it in the fridge to chill for about 30 minutes. Now the dough is firmed up, I'm going to roll it out to about 1/4 inch thick and cut my shapes out. You can use whatever shapes you want to, but I chose to use a circle cookie cutter, a template that I drew, a snowflake cookie cutter and a bell cookie cutter. I bake them in the oven at 100 degrees Celsius for around 6 to 8 minutes, but it does depend on the size of the cookie. The large ones that I made took around 10 minutes. It's time to make the royal icing. I find that with flood royal icing there is no straight recipe, so I just tend to eyeball it, and if it's not right, I scrape it off, fix the consistency and try again. I'm starting by decorating the snowflakes first. I pipe a line from the centre to each of the points and then pipe small branches coming off the main ones. After this is crusted over, I'm piping a small circle, then gently dipping the cookie into a bowl of sugar pearls. Next up is the template cookie. For this I'm piping around the edge of the cookie and then flooding the outline. Once the icing is crusted over, I pipe on my wording. To fill in the empty space underneath, I decided to add a swirl. As you can see, it didn't go right straight away. So here is me scraping it off and trying again. When that's all dry, I painted the letters gold using luster dust and water. Now onto the circle cookie. I just piped a border around the edge and flooded it in with white icing, then piped circles of yellow icing on top. Then I used my scriber needle and dragged it from the edges to the centre. When the icing is dry, I use the luster dust and water to paint the yellow gold. Finally, I made the bells. I outlined the main part of the bell and flooded the outline. Once dry, I piped the bell and the top and I let that dry. Then I piped on the inside of the bell and scraped a little off so it wasn't as raised as the rest of the icing to try and give it a 3D effect. Then I painted the bell gold, again using luster dust and water. And here they all are. Happy New Year, thank you for watching.